If you have ever woken up in the middle of the night because the weight of a bedsheet against your toes felt unbearable, or if you have noticed that your ankles look puffy every morning, or that your heart seems to race when you have been perfectly still, I want you to stop and pay close attention. Because what you are feeling is not just aging, it is your body speaking to you in the only language it has left. My name is Dr. Michel Carter. I have spent more than 15 years working exclusively with adults over the age of 60. And in that time, I have seen one pattern repeat itself more than any other. These symptoms are not random, they are connected. Nerve damage and circulation problems share the same root causes. Subscribe now for our complete protocol to rebuild both systems and reclaim your health. Now I introduce the idea that your nerve symptoms and your cardiovascular symptoms are not two separate problems. They are two faces of the same crisis. Today, I want to take you inside the nerve cell itself, because once you see what is actually happening in there, you will never again accept the explanation that it is just aging. Your peripheral nerves are like long extension cords running from the outlet in your spine all the way down to the lamp at the end of your toes. The longest of these, the sciatic nerve, runs nearly the entire length of your body. And like any long extension cord, the farther from the source it gets, the harder it is to keep powered. When your body enters a state of metabolic stress from elevated blood sugar, from inflammation, from nutrient depletion, it does what any business does in a financial crisis. It cuts spending in the places furthest from headquarters.
Your body has a built-in defense system against the sugar rust described in the previous part. It is an enzyme called transketolase, and its job is to capture those toxic glycation byproducts and convert them into harmless energy. A biological cleanup crew running through your nerve tissue, clearing the debris before it can cause permanent damage. When transketolase is functioning at full capacity, your nerves remain protected, clean, and conductive. But transketolase does not run on good intentions. It runs on one specific fuel. Without that fuel, the cleanup crew sits idle. The sugar rust accumulates. The nerve damage continues regardless of anything else you do. That fuel is vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. And here is where most people make a critical mistake.
Benfotiamine restores fuel, but we need the repair crew for structural damage. First is alpha-lipoic acid. ALA is unique because it's both water and fat-soluble, traveling deep into every part of the nerve cell to clean oxidative damage. It improves signal speed, enhancing balance and safety in real time. Second is methylcobalamin, the active B12. Think of it as the electrician. It rebuilds myelin, the protective insulation that prevents nerve short circuits. Aging and medications often block B12 absorption, leading to burning and chaos. Always choose stabilized R-lipoic acid and methylcobalamin. These pre-activated forms are biologically identical to what your body actually needs. Together, these nutrients rebuild insulation and restore function at every level. Restore your nerves and reclaim your life. The supplement world is largely unregulated, and marketing around nerve health has created a situation where many people are taking products that do nothing or even cause harm. Understanding what not to take is as important as what to take. The most critical issue is the B6 paradox. We often see patients frustrated that their symptoms are worsening despite a diligent supplement routine. Vitamin B6 genuinely matters for nerve function. A deficiency causes peripheral neuropathy. This is scientifically established. So many start taking high-dose B-complex formulas. But here's the catch. Excess B6 also causes peripheral neuropathy. Unlike other water-soluble vitamins, synthetic B6 accumulates in nerve tissue over time and reaches toxic levels. It causes damage indistinguishable from diabetic neuropathy. Always consult a professional before starting high-dose supplementation.
Picture a thermostat. A moderate temperature keeps the room comfortable. But if the thermostat is stuck wide open, the room becomes unbearable. B6 is that thermostat. Both too little and too much cause nerve damage. And many supplement companies sell products with 100 milligrams or more per dose. If your neuropathy is worsening despite taking a B-complex, check the label now. If it shows pyridoxine hydrochloride above 50 milligrams, that product may be contributing to damage. Don't eliminate B6. Take the active form, P5P, at 25 to 50 milligrams. This form does not accumulate to toxic levels the way the synthetic version does. If you're undergoing chemotherapy, discuss antioxidant supplements with your oncologist first. The goal is to take the right supplements in the right forms at doses the body can use. In 2015, researchers published a study that should have made front-page health news. They took small skin biopsies from patients with peripheral neuropathy and examined them under a microscope before and after a structured exercise program. What they measured was intraepidermal nerve fiber density, the number of tiny nerve endings present in the skin tissue. After the exercise program, that density had increased. New nerve fibers had grown back into tissue that had been losing them. Not felt better, not reported improvement on a pain scale, grown back, physically, measurably, visibly, under a microscope. This finding is the scientific foundation for the 6 exercises in this protocol, organized into 3 categories that together provide the most complete stimulus for nerve regeneration. All 6 can be performed at home with nothing but a sturdy chair and 15 minutes a day. The foundation of the program is cardiovascular exercise, and its role cannot be substituted. The mechanism behind nerve regrowth is improved blood flow.
Peripheral neuropathy makes balance unreliable, like driving with a fogged windshield. Start with the single leg stand. Hold a chair, lift one foot, and aim for 30 seconds. Next, the heel-to-toe rock. Shift slowly back onto your heels, then forward onto your toes. Foot activation is key. Try towel scrunches and tracing the alphabet with your big toe. The routine: 5 minutes of balance work, 5 of foot activation, and 5 of seated marching. Consistency is the medicine. Nerves respond to regular, predictable stimulation. Every day counts. Safety note: always check your feet for cuts or blisters after every session. Start today. Every session strengthens your connection. You've got this.
Every supplement and exercise in this protocol repairs damage, but progress is slow if the underlying fire, your diet, is still burning. These changes are the foundation. The primary fire source is hiding in your kitchen. Industrial seed oils, soybean, canola, and corn oils now dominate our food, and their impact is significant. Think of your cell membranes as a custom-fitted suit. When made from the right materials, it's flexible and resilient. But seed oils replace that fabric with a stiff substitute. The suit looks the same, but it no longer breathes or repairs itself. These oils make your membranes rigid and prone to oxidative damage and inflammation. They block nutrients like benfotiamine from entering your cells. No supplement can fully fix a membrane built from the wrong materials. To truly heal, we must first change the fabric. The dietary shift is where the real repair begins. The solution begins with a deliberate oil change. Remove industrial seed oils from your kitchen immediately. Replace them with extra virgin olive, avocado, or coconut oil. These stable fats are the raw materials for healthy membranes. Next, eliminate liquid sugar. Sodas and juices spike blood glucose instantly, triggering damaging glycation. Replacing these with water or herbal tea reduces your daily glycation burden and clogs immediately. Finally, the most cost-effective strategy: a 10-minute walk after your largest meal of the day. Active muscles pull glucose from the bloodstream directly, even without insulin, providing genuine biological protection. When performed every day without exception, this habit compounds into measurable health protection over months and years. These 3 changes form the dietary foundation of the protocol. They don't require perfect eating, just consistency. Make these permanent substitutions, and every other health effort you make becomes more effective.
You'll spend a third of your life asleep. The position your body occupies is either supporting your heart or creating strain on it. Most physicians never discuss this. Here are the worst sleep positions, ranked from most damaging to most protective. The worst is stomach sleeping. The chest cavity is compressed, mechanically restricting your heart's ability to expand with each beat. This squeezes the large vein returning blood to the heart, reducing cardiac output by approximately 23%. Flat back sleeping is second worst. Horizontal sleep dramatically increases sleep apnea risk, causing dangerous overnight blood pressure spikes. Right side sleeping is better, but still problematic. The heart is compressed against organs, and the aorta can experience mechanical kinking. Join me in part 2 as we reveal the most protective ways to sleep starting tonight.
Right side sleeping can open the chest, but curling too tightly restricts breathing and reduces oxygen saturation. For better health, try sleeping on your left side. It works with your body's natural anatomy. This aligns the heart and aorta with their natural curves, improving cardiac efficiency by 17%. It also supports lymphatic drainage, the body's essential system for clearing inflammatory waste from tissues. Elevating your upper body by 15 to 20 degrees is substantially more protective for your heart. This adjustment reduces blood pressure spikes and significantly lowers the overall risk of stroke. For optimal circulation, place a pillow between your knees and a small support under your ribcage. These steps reduce leg cramps and shoulder compression, both clear signs of improved lower body circulation. These simple adjustments work with your anatomy to protect your heart and brain while you rest. Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll implement the complete optimal sleeping position.
The optimal sleep position combines left-side sleeping, upper body elevation, strategic pillow placement, and a pre-sleep leg drainage routine. A landmark study found this routine associated with a 43% reduction in cardiovascular events and a 51% reduction in AFib recurrence. The first component is elevation. Avoid stacking regular pillows as they compress. Instead, use a foam wedge pillow or bed risers for a stable 15-degree angle. A 15-degree angle means the head of the bed should sit roughly 7 to 9 inches higher than the foot to support your cardiovascular system. Your head pillow must keep your spine perfectly straight. Too thick or thin, and you risk kinking the arteries that supply blood to your brain.
The fourth component is rib cage support. The weight of the body on the left shoulder for 8 hours creates compression. This can numb the arm and restrict local circulation. But there's a simple medical solution. A small rolled towel or thin pillow tucked under the left rib cage just below the armpit slightly lifts the body. It redistributes that pressure away from the shoulder joint while preserving every cardiovascular benefit of left side positioning. The fifth component is the pre-sleep leg elevation routine. This is vital for your nighttime recovery. 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, lie on your back with legs elevated above heart level for 15 minutes. During these 15 minutes, gravity drains the fluid that has accumulated in the legs and feet throughout the day. The heart starts the night with a lighter workload, significantly improving your sleep quality and circulatory health. This part brings together every element of the series into one clear daily plan. First, acetyl L-carnitine, or ALCAR. Nerve cells consume enormous quantities of energy to transmit signals. ALCAR shuttles fatty acids into the mitochondria, tuning up the power plant inside the cell. If benfotiamine is the fuel, ALCAR is the generator that keeps the entire operation powered. Clinical trials found meaningful pain reduction and measurable nerve fiber regeneration in patients taking ALCAR. Morning, take benfotiamine, methylcobalamin, and ALCAR with breakfast containing fat for absorption. Within 1 hour of breakfast, take stabilized R-lipoic acid. If it causes sensitivity, take it with food. Finally, a 10-minute walk after your largest meal to clear glucose and reduce glycation. Follow this cycle daily for your nerve health. I'm Dr. Michel Carter.
Nerve recovery often comes with a phenomenon that causes many people to abandon their protocols just when they're working. Instead of immediate relief, you might experience more tingling, buzzing, or sharp electrical sensations. This isn't damage. It's progress. Think of a foot that's gone numb from sitting awkwardly. When circulation returns, it doesn't feel good. It feels like intense, uncomfortable buzzing. That sensation is the sound of life returning to tissue. Neurologists call this reinnervation dysesthesia. It means your nerve fibers are coming back online. Unlike progressive damage, which involves spreading numbness, healing sensations fluctuate and gradually improve over weeks. Don't be discouraged by the noise. It's a sign that your recovery protocol is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Tracking progress in writing reveals a trajectory over weeks that no individual day can show. A daily log is essential. Note which areas feel affected on waking and how long the single leg stand was held. Days vary, but the weekly trend tells the truth. For objective confirmation, nerve conduction velocity and skin biopsy tests provide concrete evidence of structural change and myelin integrity. This measurement forms the scientific basis of our protocol and is available at major medical centers. Nerve repair works on a timeline of months, not days. Patience and consistency are the process. Trust the trajectory. In neuropathy, autonomic nerve fibers are often the first affected, causing cardiovascular regulation to fail. The problem isn't the heart, it's the wiring. Blood pressure fails to adjust, leading to dizziness. Every element of this protocol that repairs nerves also improves your heart's function. Benfotiamine supports the vascular lining, while alpha-lipoic acid reduces oxidative stress system-wide. The exercise protocol drives the formation of new capillaries, improving nerve nutrition and reserve. Sleep position changes reduce blood pressure, spikes that damage arterial walls and nerve vessels. This bidirectional healing helps neuropathy patients stabilize blood pressure and improve endurance. Cardiovascular patients find foot sensation improves and nerve-related fatigue gradually lifts. The two systems share the same root cause and respond to the same solution. It's not two protocols, it's one powerful solution serving both systems at once. Within the next month, if HbA1c, blood glucose, B12 levels, and blood pressure have not been recently measured, schedule those tests. From this point forward, keep a simple daily log. Record how your feet feel on waking, your balance, and whether your sleep was continuous. Expect saturation in the first 2 weeks and regeneration across months 3 through 6. This process is not fast, it is real.
The tingling and numbness are not failures. They are responses to specific, correctable insults in a body that wasn't given what it needed. When a body that has been deprived finally receives what it requires, it responds. The nerve fibers that have gone quiet can fire again. You have the science now. You have the plan. The only remaining variable is your decision to act on it. If this gave you something useful, hit the like button. Help this information reach someone else who is sitting exactly where you were. Subscribe to go deeper. Every video in this series is built on one principle, that the body responds when it is given what it needs. I'm Dr. Michel Carter. We will see you in the next one.